You came to the right place if you're tired of the same old weight loss advice that never actually works. I'm Dr. Stephen Prosciutti from Bioenergetic Health, and what if I told you that eating more calories, not less, could be the key to finally losing weight and keeping it off forever? And what if the very foods you've been avoiding, like fruit and potatoes, and even sugar, are actually the secret weapons your metabolism has been begging for this whole time? I know that sounds completely backwards from everything you've been taught, and that's exactly why you need to hear this. Because after years of working with thousands of patients and diving deep into metabolic research, my team and I at Bioenergetic Health discovered that the eat less, exercise more mantra that's been shoved down our throats for decades isn't just ineffective, it's actually one of the most dangerous lies perpetrated on the public. And today, we're going to demolish that myth once and for all with hard science and a completely new way of understanding how your body actually works. Here's what nobody's telling you about weight loss. When you restrict calories and push yourself harder at the gym, your body doesn't celebrate and reward you with a lean physique. Instead, it panics. It thinks you're in a famine, and it does exactly what millions of years of evolution programmed it to do in that situation. It slows down your metabolism, holds onto every ounce of body fat, like it's preparing for a winter that might never end, and makes you absolutely ravenous for the very foods you're trying to avoid. This isn't weakness or lack of willpower on your part. This is your body's intelligence trying to keep you alive. And the more you fight against it with restriction and excessive exercise, the more it fights back. There's actually fascinating research that completely changed how we approach patient care at Bioenergetic Health. Scientists took rodents and put them through cycles of weight loss and weight gain, just like most of us do with yo-yo dieting. What they found was shocking. After just one cycle of losing and regaining weight, when they tried to help the rodents lose weight again using the exact same protocol, it took them twice as long to lose the same amount of weight. And when they stopped the diet, the rodents regained the weight 3 times faster than they did the first time. Think about what that means for you if you've been cycling through diets for years or even decades. Every time you restrict, every time you force your body into that state of perceived famine, you're training your metabolism to become more efficient at storing fat and less willing to let it go. You're literally programming yourself to gain weight easier and lose it harder with every diet you try. But here's where it gets really interesting, and this is the foundation of our bioenergetic reset approach at Bioenergetic Health. The problem isn't that you're eating too much. The problem is that you're not efficiently converting the food you eat into energy at the cellular level. When your mitochondria, which are basically the power plants of your cells, aren't functioning optimally, something fascinating happens. The food you eat doesn't get properly converted into ATP, which is the energy currency your body actually uses. Instead, it gets stored as fat while your body continues sending hunger signals because it's not getting the energy it needs. Let me share what we see every day in our practice. We have patients come in who've been eating 1,200 calories a day, doing cardio 5 times a week, and they're still gaining weight while feeling absolutely miserable. Their body temperature is often below 97 degrees, they're exhausted despite sleeping 9 hours, and they're freezing cold even in the summer. These are all signs that their metabolism has essentially shut down in response to chronic restriction. But when we teach them our bioenergetic approach, when we actually increase their calories with the right foods and support their cellular energy production, magic happens. Their temperature rises back to that healthy 98.6. Their energy returns. They start sleeping through the night. And yes, they finally start losing weight, often while eating twice as much as they were before. One of our patients, Sarah, came to us after trying every diet imaginable. She was eating less than 1,000 calories a day and gaining weight. We gradually increased her intake to 2,400 calories of the right foods, and she lost 30 pounds over 6 months while feeling better than she had in decades. Her daughter actually started following the same approach and got pregnant after years of fertility struggles. They discovered their morning temperatures were both below 97 degrees, a clear sign of metabolic dysfunction that we see across generations in the same family. This generational pattern is something we see constantly at Bioenergetic Health. Mothers and daughters coming in with what seem like completely different problems. But when we dig deeper, it's the same metabolic dysfunction expressing itself at different life stages. The daughter can't get pregnant despite perfect health on paper. The mother has hot flashes that won't quit. Both have temperatures below 98 degrees. Both are exhausted. Both have been restricting calories for years. Now let me blow your mind with something about fats that goes against everything you've been told. We've been programmed to fear saturated fats and embrace polyunsaturated fats from seeds and vegetable oils. But here's what the research actually shows, and what we've seen transform hundreds of lives in our practice. Those polyunsaturated fats are incredibly unstable at human body temperature. They are meant for cold-blooded creatures and plants, not for humans with a body temperature of 98.6 degrees. When you consume these seed oils, which are in practically everything from restaurant food to that healthy salad dressing you bought, these unstable fats literally become part of your cell membranes. The very walls of your cells and mitochondria are being built with fragile, easily damaged materials. It's like trying to build a house with wet cardboard instead of bricks. These fragile fats create what scientists call a leaky dam effect in your mitochondria. Your mitochondria work like a hydroelectric dam, creating energy by controlling the flow of particles across a membrane. But when that membrane is made of unstable polyunsaturated fats, the energy leaks out before it can be captured and used. This is why so many people feel exhausted no matter how much they sleep or how much coffee they drink. We've had patients completely transform their energy just by switching from seed oils to stable fats like butter, coconut oil, and olive oil. One patient told us she felt like she'd been living life at 50% battery for years, and within 2 weeks of ditching seed oils, she finally felt fully charged for the first time in a decade. So what should you be eating instead? This is where our Bioenergetic Health Food Guide becomes your roadmap to metabolic recovery. The foods that actually support optimal energy production are things like ripe fruits, especially tropical fruits, root vegetables like potatoes and sweet potatoes, high-quality dairy products if you tolerate them, grass-fed meat, wild-caught seafood, and even white rice. Yes, carbohydrates, including natural sugars from fruit, are actually your metabolism's best friend. Your brain alone uses about 120 grams of glucose per day just to function normally. When you deprive it through low-carb dieting, it has to manufacture glucose through a stress process that breaks down your muscle tissue and suppresses your thyroid. This is why so many people on keto feel great for a few weeks, then crash hard. Their bodies simply can't sustain that level of stress long term. But there's another crucial piece that we address in our programs that almost nobody talks about: gut health and its direct impact on energy production. When you eat foods that are hard to digest, like raw vegetables, beans, nuts, and seeds with all their anti-nutrients, you're feeding harmful bacteria that produce endotoxin. This endotoxin is like a metabolic poison that blocks your mitochondria from producing energy efficiently. We've developed specific protocols at Bioenergetic Health that address this. Something as simple as a daily raw carrot salad with specific preparation can help sweep out these harmful bacteria and reduce endotoxin levels dramatically. Patients are always amazed that something so simple can make such a difference, but we see it work again and again. One of our program members, Lisa, had struggled with IBS for 12 years. She'd spent thousands on tests and supplements with no relief. Within 3 weeks of following our gut healing protocol from the Bioenergetic Reset program, her symptoms were completely gone. She told us she wished she'd found us years ago instead of suffering unnecessarily. The path forward is actually simpler than you might think, though it requires unlearning years of diet culture programming. At Bioenergetic Health, we guide you through this process step by step. Start by taking your morning temperature. If it's below 97.8 degrees, your metabolism needs support. Begin incorporating more ripe fruits, cooked vegetables, and quality proteins. Avoid seed oils and yes, even that quote healthy fish oil, like your health depends on it, because it does. We've created a comprehensive food guide that breaks down exactly which foods support your metabolism and which ones sabotage it. It's not about restriction or counting calories. It's about nourishing your body at the cellular level so it can finally function the way it was designed to. What makes our approach different is that we're not just giving you information and sending you on your way. Through our programs, we provide the support, accountability, and personalized guidance you need to actually implement these changes successfully. Our Energy Reset Essentials mini course gives you the foundational knowledge across 6 high-quality educational videos and multiple downloadable guides. Our Bioenergetic Reset program provides access to our flagship 6-week course, featuring almost 9 hours of videos, recipes, guides, twice monthly group coaching, and community support. And for those who need more personalized attention, we also offer one-on-one coaching. The results speak for themselves. We regularly see people increase their calorie intake by 50% or more while losing weight. We see body temperatures rise from the mid-96s to normal. We see energy return, sleep improve, hormones balance, and lives transform. This isn't about quick fixes or temporary results. This is about fundamentally changing how your body produces and uses energy. I want to leave you with this thought. Your body is not broken. It's not betraying you. It's responding exactly as it should to the environment you've created through years of restriction, processed foods, and seed oils. When you change that environment, when you start supporting instead of suppressing your metabolism, Your body will respond with the health and vitality you deserve. If you're ready to stop fighting your body and start working with it, we're here to guide you. Download our free Bioenergetic food guide to get started. It's your roadmap to understanding which foods fuel your metabolism and which ones slow it down. Just go to biosparkhealth.com, click to download our Metabolic Quickstart guide, and we'll send it right to your inbox. For those ready to go deeper, our Energy Reset Essentials mini course is just $39 and gives you everything you need to start your metabolic transformation today. You'll get our complete protocols, meal plans, and symptom tracker to monitor your progress. You can find that at energy.biosparkhealth.com. Remember, you came to the right place. At Bios Park Health, we're not just another diet program. We're metabolic health specialists who understand the science of cellular energy and how to restore it. You don't have to accept exhaustion, weight gain, and restriction as normal. There's a better way, and we're here to show you exactly how to achieve it. Your metabolism is waiting to be unleashed. Your energy is waiting to return. Your transformation starts the moment you stop restricting and start nourishing. Welcome to the metabolic revolution. Welcome to Bios Park Health.